Hello, welcome to How to Get Started with the Mapping Toolbox in MATLAB. Have you ever wanted to put your data on a map? Or maybe you're working with locations, countries, or coordinates and you're wondering how to actually see all of that information? That's where MATLAB's Mapping Toolbox comes in. The Mapping Toolbox is a powerful add-on in MATLAB that helps you analyze and visualize geographic data. It lets you create maps, transform coordinate systems, and pull together location-based data from all kinds of sources like satellite images, shapefiles, or even online map servers. You don't need to be a GIS expert. The toolbox provides tools for trimming, resampling, interpolating, and managing your data so you can clean it up and make it visual. Whether you're doing environmental modeling, global data analysis, or just plotting geographical locations around the world, the Mapping Toolbox helps you bring it all together visually and accurately. Let's now walk through a quick example, making a simple world map. We start by loading the data that we'll use in the example. We're reading in 3 shapefiles using the readGeoTable function. Each shapefile contains a different type of geographic data. The land areas are stored as polygons, the rivers as lines, and the cities as points, all in geographic coordinates. We also load coastline coordinates from a mat file. These give us numeric latitude and longitude values. Next, we create a new map using the newMap function. By default, this gives us an equal Earth projection centered at the equator and prime meridian. We're going to create a world map and display the land areas, rivers, and cities. So let's now go ahead and plot the land areas on the map using GeoPlot. We'll add land as green polygons, rivers as blue lines, and cities as red points, each styled with a different color. And finally, we label the Atlantic Ocean using geographic coordinates. Now let's say you don't want to view the entire world. You just want to focus on a specific region like Europe. Let's switch to a projection that's well suited for mapping Europe. We can still use newMap. Then we plot the same geographic layers, land areas, rivers, and cities using GeoPlot just like before. This gives us a focused, region-specific map using the same tools as before, just with a different projection and scale. Now, beyond plotting shapes and labels, Mapping Toolbox also lets you mark locations with icons like pushpins, images, or even animated markers. Let's say you're working with a map of Europe and you want to highlight its capital cities. One way to do that is with pushpin icons. Unlike the earlier examples that used map axes with different projections, this one uses geographic axes. They're great for quick plotting with latitude and longitude and come with built-in base maps. But they use a single fixed projection designed for web maps. GeoIcon chart drops default pushpin icons at each coordinate, perfect for marking capitals or key sites on your map. Now imagine you're building a city map, maybe for a class project, urban planning, or public services. Instead of generic pins, you might want to use different icons for different places, like let's say a park, school, or gas stations. This example shows a simple city block with parks, a school, and gas stations, each marked with its own custom icons. We're using PNG image files here to visually represent your data. By adding a display name for each icon chart, we can automatically generate a legend, which makes the map easier to read and understand. Remember, there are many other features and properties in the Mapping Toolbox that you can explore, like customizing map projections, changing icon styles, adding layers, and working with different types of geographic data. Feel free to experiment and find the best way to visualize your own geographic information. If you want to learn more about creating and visualizing maps in MATLAB and see the examples we covered in this video, check out the links in the description below.